Thanks everyone for coming along. This is the 9th instalment of the Community Coaches Project with thanks to the North East Link Community Fund. It'll be the final one for this year. There'll be another one in early January next year, which we'll have some details out about shortly. But tonight's a big highlight. We've got recent bronze medal winning and WNBA Championship winning, and now she's part of the North East Link Community Coaches clinic. Sandy Brondello, let's give it up for her. I'm out of bad jokes, so I'm just going to hand over to Sandy and we'll get started. Thanks, guys.
Okay, hey, you got a bit of a response from him, but thank you for all coming. This is great. It's always great for me to come back to Australia, and if I can tonight, you know, I don't get an opportunity to do too many clinics, but if I can, you know, give you one thing, you know, I've done my job for tonight. Okay, today is all about defense and. Like, okay, defense, okay, but it's more like winning defense. You're going to see a lot of the concepts that I teach my team and both teams, the Opals and the New York Liberty. And what you'll see is what you probably teach, the things that you're trying to teach these young kids is the same things that we try and teach the pros. Now, obviously, there's a little bit more movement involved. There's going to be a little bit more nuances here. And I know some of these players are quite young, but I still want to try and add it. I think just give them a visual, and I'm going to build up defense from the ground up. Okay. So when you're going into every season, like with New York and for the Opals, we talk about what are going to be our non-negotiables on defense. And I think I encourage all coaches to do that. What are our non-negotiables? Because defense, what do we say? We always talk about defense is here and it's hard. Well, it is, you know, because defense is a commitment. It's a mentality. Okay. Do you want to do it or you don't want to do it? And then it's the skill part, you know, that's that 10%. Let's the skill, how the positioning, your stance, the hands, all on and off the ball, then that becomes in. And that's a lot of teaching as well too, okay? But I think you have to, that's a commitment. And I'm just going to read out real quick. I don't mind sharing it too much here, but non-negotiables for the New York Liberty this year. And by the end of the year, we were one of the, especially in the playoffs, the defense won us a championship, okay? Because, you know, when the level goes up in the playoffs, and it was more about how can we be disruptive? How can we make teams feel uncomfortable? And obviously, every game may change. Our players, with chemistry, you know, there's a commitment to excellence always. That's why I always talk about that. You've got to be committed to excellence, okay? And every day come in and working on it. And everyone, because to be a great defensive team, you need 5 players on the same page, don't you? Because if you have a breakdown and then you're in scramble defense, and that's what you want to try and stay out of. We prepare for every little thing. Okay, now WNBA's greatest players in the world. So, you know, there's certain players like, you know, everyone knows Caitlin Clark. How do you scheme against her? To, you know, all the different players. It's all driven by know your personnel. Okay, and that's going to be critical. And we do a lot of scouting, obviously. We have a lot of tools to do that. But today I'm just going to build it up, like just from the ground up. Okay, and it's very, very simple. I'm not going to get into the shell. I'm going to start with one-on-one, just with your positioning. And like positioning for me, I'm always square stance. Square stance, okay, I don't want to give up penetration. Okay, our shot profile, everyone understand when I say shot profile? When we go into, we talk about what do we want to give up. Okay, we want to protect the paint and we want to limit easy baskets at the rim. We call that the restricted area where that little circle is, okay? Because that's a high percentage shot, isn't it? Analytics, everyone knows what analytics is. It's really big in pro sports right now. And it helps. We're analytically driven now. And the biggest, best shot is that. The second one is free throws. You want to be smart, like contest without fouling. You'll hear me talk about verticality. Because, you know, when players drive, what do you want to do? No, I didn't foul them. I had my hands up, but I did this. So we work on this verticality, getting your palms back. Because that's you bailing them out. Free throw, it's free. Okay, and the next thing we take away is threes. 3 points, you know. We like the long twos. Yes, some people can do mid-range, but we try and take that away. So that's kind of how we build it up here. But look, with New York, I'm going to say that we're commitment. That's our number one. Okay, it's about competing and communicating. Talking on defense is the most critical thing. If you don't talk, you're not going to be great. Okay, and it's all about our greatness there. So our identity is no paint. We're in the gaps. We're always up to touch. Up to touch means on pick and rolls. The Pro League is all about pick and rolls. Okay, and that's why I want to show a little bit here today in shot profile. The next thing is Trans D, transition defense. Now, I could have done a clinic all on Trans D, and that's probably one of the things we're not the best at, you know, and that's because, you know, we're working on it. We're bringing a new concept, and it's called crackback. That's what we call it, where we high tag it. Everyone heard of that? It's where, you know how if I'm here and someone's defending me and they block out, what do most people do? They want to try and get an offensive rebound and they go underneath. Well, what we talk about, we don't want that. We want to be smart because we want to, if someone's guarding me here and we want to high tag them. We're always on the top of the person that's blocking me out. Okay, because I may get the long rebound, but if not, that's my matchup. So that's how we slow down Trans D, and we're working on that. If you're in a corner, we always run through the corners to the high target. The corners run through, rebound, and we take 2 back. That's how building up Trans D. And I'm not going to get into it, but I did briefly want to discuss that really quickly because that's really important. Because Trans D, it's all about pace now. You want to score in that early phase of early offense, don't you? Pace. We call it, you know, pace 20. You want to get the ball over half court by 20. So on defense, you want to slow them down, okay? You want to be disruptive. You want to make sure you're shrinking the floor and denying passes ahead, plugging holes behind the ball. So but by the crackback, which is we've been okay, but that's something that we'll work on even more next year because how can we slow teams down in transition, okay? Next thing here is one-on-one defense. You got to be able to. You don't have to be the best defender, but you have to be committed to be able to at least guard someone for 2 dribbles because then it allows the weak side help, the positioning of the ball to be in play. Okay, that's really critical for us. And we always shrink the floor. I'm a in the gaps kind of coach. You know, it's like we're just going to build, we're shrinking the floor. Now, offensively, what a team's trying to do now, create advantages with the cutting and the spacing. So it becomes really, really, really detailed, especially at our level, where we're trying to coach here. Next thing here is shell mentality. Now, I'm not going to go over shell drill today, but everyone runs shell drill, don't they? And if you don't, you should. Shell drill, you drill it. We drill it too also at our level. It's so important about positioning on the ball and off the ball. Where's your help coming from? How do you rotate out of it? Okay, so I encourage you. I'm not going to work on that today because I know you'll be all doing it. I'll just be telling you something you already know. Now, everything I show you today, you may already know. I'm just trying to introduce this is what we do, okay? And it's made us to be an effective team here. I didn't have my glasses on, so I have to pull my glasses away a bit. But yeah, in the gaps here, and we're always in help side without overhelp. You know, being smart. Someone's in play, you can recover. You know, you're going to hear me say that today. And it's always finishing with the rebound. Okay, the 50-50 balls. I mean, that's about mentality, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to get in today. At the end, I want to ask this, if you have any questions, please ask me. If you have any questions as I go through, please ask. I'm just showing you, there's so many different ways you could teach something. This is what we do, and I find it's been successful for us. It's going to be a lot, how do we be disruptive? So these kids are going to do the best that they can today. So like I said, speak up, and hopefully I'm clear. Can everybody hear me okay without a microphone? Perfect. Okay, let's go. Here we go. Okay, right, starting here. We're just going to start on one-on-one and just stance, like in positioning. Can I have offensive line over here with the ball, please? White, you go here, grab a ball. Blue, let's just get me one defender here. The other ones can go baseline, please. Okay, over there. Let's have one person here. Okay, let's go. Can you have the first defender here? And look, remember even when I played and when playing with the Opals, we'd get on the sideline and you always start, you know, with the stance, correct? But now right here, I wanted to put the rim in because when we're closing out, like how do we teach the closeout? Like, you see how I'm square stance? I always say my back is always to the basket, because I can protect it here. But I don't want to give middle penetration, but I don't want to give direct penetration. Because what's the worst thing? When you're guarding and they drive, it should be, remember, big to little. okay? And usually in America there is, there's none here. Usually there's a hash about here. Is there on many other courts? Is that an American thing? Okay, here that must be an American thing, but that's where we try and aim for. We don't want to be direct. Now we have weak side help here, so all you're going to do here, you're going to throw it out. The ball should be here. Sorry, hun. Ball's down the low. And remember, what I talk about one-on-one defense is like closing out, and we do a 1-2. We don't do, you know how we used to teach this? We're like a 1-2. So if I pass it out here, I just go 1-2. You know, it's 1-2. I'm already down. If that was a three-point shooter, we would hockey step, would get straight away into them, left or right, depending on what hand is their strength. Okay, knowing that I've got my help side defender right there. But right now, for the sake of the drill, all we're going to do is just going to close out like 1-2, square stance, okay? I don't want you. So if you dribbled here, okay, I'd be here. I don't want to be a direct. The most important thing is, remember, tracing the ball, square stance, positioning. But if someone drives, the worst thing I could do is open up. Okay, so it's beating them to the spot. So understanding who am I guarding? Three-point shooter, closer. Not a shooter, not as close. But hand pressure, and I think you got Australian, that's part of our culture, isn't it? Hand pressure. I've been taught that it's from such a young age. To be quite honest, in America, that's one of the things that we least do effectively. And it's something really hard to put in because it's something they haven't grown up doing. So I still encourage that. Tracing the ball, using your hand here, because the deflections, you'll talk about, you know, deflections, secondary hand pressure. Secondary hand pressure is when they're trying to can we get deflections? We track deflections. And I can assure you, every time we get more than 15 deflections a game, we win. Okay, and we win. It's a stat that we track here. So, ladies, all you're going to do is, and you just have to dribble two ways, either way. So I come in, back here, you drive, go hard, 1-2, stop, just pick it up. And that's all you're going to do, and it's very basic. I'm not going to spend much time here, but it's more about where's the back to the basket. Can I get one over there too now? Okay, so the next person will pass it to that one. Okay, you got some over there. So real simple here. So pass it back here. You can hop up here. Pass it to two dribbles. Pick it up. But I want to see when you throw it back out. Remember, you throw it here. It's 1-2. Here. Backs to the basket. And then playing out of it. Let's go. Good. Okay, get going. Good. Now, remember, the most important thing, so you want to throw it from here. So when I come out, back to the basket. Okay, now if this person was a terrible, she wasn't very good on her left hand, I could shade her left hand. But I don't shade her left hand to give her direct penetration. Okay, so it's more like, but if I just want to play it straight, back to the basket. Okay, so we're here. Don't dribble until they got their spots, okay? Now you drive now. Okay, 1, 2, you got to beat it, then stop it. Okay, here we go, real quick. So start from up here. Then hold it when I tell you to go. Back to the basket. Good. Hold it a little longer. Next one, cop up here, please. Pass it from here. Okay, pass it. Back to the basket. Stay low. Good. And then you've got to create space and you use your hands here. Next one, start from up here. Back to the basket. Okay, move your feet. Most important thing, and I'm not telling something you don't know, remember staying low. The lower you are, the quicker you can push off. Okay, if I'm up here, well, guess what? It's really hard to move, isn't it? So really staying as low as you can. Just a few more. You ready? Here we go. Go back, down. Good, not bad. Don't dribble until I tell you to, okay? Good, come out here, pass from here. Okay, you ready? Square. Good, don't dribble until I tell you to, okay? Good, get in it, square, down low, nice and strong. Okay, and you should be, remember, your balls are your feet, because that's how you can push off. Okay, ready, go. And you beat them to spots, okay? And then you pressure, okay? Last one here. Down. So you see, yeah, good. You're good. So try not to. So when you get down here, you want to be moving. Let me go here. And you don't want to jump here because she moves. It's too late. So you want to be moving, okay? Just tracing it. Stay nice and low here, okay? Last one here. Good. Go. Beat it to the spot. Simple. Everyone's done that, huh? Okay? So it's more of that. Now I'm going to build it up. Can I have white on offense? Can I have some guards over there? Who's the post players? Can I have white post players here? 2 of them. Can I have the other guards 2 other guards over here. If you're a guard, post players here. Can I have a post defender? You're a post defender. Can I have a, drop the balls, please. Just keep it there. Okay, can I have a guard defender? Hop over here, guards. You're going to go over there, so hop me the ball. Now, what I want to do now, I'm going to build it up. Okay, so I'm going to build it up to a pick and roll defense, which is this. These girls probably don't know, haven't defended a pick and roll, so let's see how quickly they can push it up here. But all the concepts of how to be disruptive. So we've got the ball. We always have good ball pressure. So remember, everything now is when you have a one-on-one, you think about, okay, back to the basket, back to the basket. Tracing the ball, stance, positioning here. Now we're just doing a 2-on-2 drill right now. So you're going to get it here. So you're here, you're going to get open. I know your coaches are working on it. You're leading. We're being disruptive. We're doing denial, aren't we? But back foot denial. Does everyone know what back foot denial is? Okay, so this is front foot. She can go, we're full denial. But she could get me on a back cut, couldn't she? And that's where we give it. We try not to. We don't want easy baskets there. So we rather them catch it out there. So back foot denial is my back foot is behind her bottom foot. So if she cuts back door, she hits me. So I can stop her progress. So when you're coming out here, you're trying to get open. Here, I can still go back here. She goes back door. Boom, I can hit her. There's always contact, making it hard. Okay, so you do that 1 or 2 times. Now you're going to get open. Okay, now square up. Every time you catch it, you square up. So what's my role? Back to the basket. Okay, back to the basket. Trace the ball, pressure it. Now we're going to build up for a pick and roll. Okay, so this is new to most of these. Maybe not you guys. You guys played. As a defender, how do we be disruptive? If someone can go from A to B to set a screen, too easy. How do we be disruptive? We talk about up to touch. So she passes it, I'm rerouting. Not pushing, I'm rerouting. I'm just playing her physical. Because now look where the screen could be set. If the screen is set outside of the 3, well then we could go under the screen, couldn't we? Okay, but for the sake of the drill, I want them to go over, okay? But I'm here, she's setting a screen, and I go screen, screen, screen. I'm only working on soft hedge right now, okay? You know, a soft hedge is just at the point of the screen. Now, everything you hear me say in a pick and roll, if there's a screener, is up to touch. We always are up to touch, okay? So what you do, if you hear screen, okay, the screen's getting a little closer. You're trying to screen her. The goal is there's a screen now, so what this defender needs to push to the screen. The worst thing you can do, and analytically, is reject screens. Now, reject is she just doesn't change her stance. I fake here, she tries to go over, and I go here. That's too easy. So when you hear that's why I've got to talk screen. Okay, screen right, screen left here. So what you need to do, you're going to be here. I'll do you. I'll be up there too. Okay, I'd be saying I'm going to be the defender. You'll go, so the screen's coming. I got to change my angle because now I've got to get skinny. She can't reject me. We're going to be at the point of the screen. So when we're coming over, remember on the screen, you're going to get skinny. We're up to touch. It's a soft hedge. And then when she comes off on back and plays, we get back. Okay, everyone understand that. So let's go catch it over here. Have you got that? Remember? So I'm going to pass it. Now you pass it. Walk over slow. Screen coming. Change your angle. Good. Get over, roll. And I'm getting back. Okay, the most important for me is up to touch on a pick and roll here. I'm up to touch. I show my number. It's like a show and go. I show my number, but it's always at the point of the screen. So I don't want to show my number and go here. Why? I've created separation. And in basketball, we're trying to limit advantages or separation. Okay, that's why I'll build it up where the weak side defenders will be. So we're over here again, go back. Screen's coming, I'm being physical, slowing it down, but then I'm like, screen's coming. Okay, so show, coming off, and now you roll out, I get back. Now, the most important thing, you never want this post player to get behind me. Okay, you don't want him to get behind me. So I'm showing, it's not a hard hedge, showing, and she's coming off. The helper would come from high split. This person here in our gap help. Okay, so that's all we're going to do. So you're going to pass it, screen it, okay, come off it, you're going to roll, we're done. The next group, can we have some more post players up here? You guys are posts? Yeah, okay, hop behind the line. And then the next one with the ball, can we have one ball up here, please? Just grab a line. You can just hop into a line, okay? And then once we do it this side, so you go this side, you come off it. The next person, you'll be on defense. We'll go to the other side. So once I look at you, you have to back foot denial. You understand that? Back foot denial. And then after a few, let her get it open, and then we'll play it. Okay, ready, stop. Okay, here we go. First group here. Deny, back foot denial. Get into her, get into her, get into her, catches it. Good, good. Get back, good, stop. Next one. Now let's go a little closer here. You have to have good pressure. Ready? Okay, ready? Now back foot deny. You still want to deny her, but you see, so she's here, you're still here. See what you are? She can just get open. I still got a back foot denial, okay? So she's pushing off me. So if I can push her out and she catches out here, my job has been done. Caitlin Clark can shoot out here, Sabrina Ionescu, but not everyone can shoot out here. But if it's a pick and roll, it allows me to go under screens and stay in place. Okay, so we're very more aggressive at the three-point line than we're out here, unless it's a really great player we want to take the ball out of their hands. Okay, so back foot denial. Good, a little higher up. Good, come gets it. Good, square up. Good, oh, look at you. I'm gone. What are you supposed to do here? Up and in, remember? She goes screen, screen, screen. Point of the screen, up to touch, and she, up to touch here. Remember, show and go, you're up to touch. You have the hand on the hip. Okay, I'll show you. Hand on the hip, okay? Come off, show, and then I'm going. You got to get skinny and get over. Okay, do it again. Here we go. Now go really slow. Good, give it to her. Square up, now stop. Up to touch, screen, screen. Get over, roll, now get back. Good, okay, next group, here we go. Get open, square up, okay, good job. There was no screen set, okay, she just got over here. So take your time, if they don't get open, let them catch it at the three-point line, okay? Go back again, that group. Good job, though. Now get open, try and get open and foul line extended. Okay, here, go. Oh, too easy there. Okay, come back again. Start a little lower if we can. Okay, so now get into it. Back foot denial. Don't let her cut in front. Okay, square up. Okay, good. Go back again. Here we go. Most important thing, when we're doing it in a pick and roll, okay, you catch it here. Catch it. Come and set a screen. What does she say? Be at the top, up to touch. Here, like this. Up to touch. You want to be flat. Look, here, like, are you looking at me? Here, 1 second. Hop out of the way. Okay, she's up to touch like this. So I'm up to touch. You always keep a hand on it. You can get over here. So screen's coming. What are you doing? Go back again. Really? Because if I set a really good screen on, you're going to be trailing it. So, no, this way. Okay, and now getting over. Here, ready, go. Here, get over, getting back. Okay, good. Go. Do it again, that group, do it again. Get open. Good, square up. Get back, good. Okay, other group, other side. Now, don't go too quick now. I don't want you to be too quick. Okay, here we go. Back foot denial. Okay, good try, good. Okay, now what does she say? Screen coming. What are you supposed to do? Because you see this here, because if you don't stop me from going this way, I'm going to fake you and drive straight down there. Okay, what's the most important thing? Limit layups, okay? Push to the help, Push to the help as much as we can. Okay, do it again. Now hold it, don't go too quick, please. Back foot denial, quick, make it hard. Let her catch it, square up, stop. Good, stop. Now what are you saying? Up to touch, you're up to touch. Yeah, you always put this hand on here. Because if she wants to, we call this a ghost screen. What's a ghost screen? Is when they slip. We do that a lot in the pros. Okay, so that's why you have your hand on the hip, because if she ghosted it, I would go with her, but I have contact. But if not, here, I'm here, I've been physical. Okay, she's coming off. Good screen, come here, I'm getting back, okay, and with the hands up in the air. Okay, next grip, let's go. Okay, that's not too bad, remember, but if she calls screen, you got to get and go over. Okay, go again, the other side. Don't dribble to the, we get it. Go the other side, next group, let's go. Get open, back foot denial. Good, hold it, good, stop. Okay, she's screening you. So remember, screen, take it slow. You got to make sure you're like making it physical for her. Yeah. So she gets here, screen's coming. What are you going to do? Get up, get into her, get lower. Don't let her go baseline. Okay, then I'm up, and then I'm getting back. Yep. Okay, you got it? Okay, last one here. Square up, stop. Good, not bad, good job. Okay, simple concepts, being disruptive. How do we be disruptive in a pick and roll? Okay, what age group is everyone coach here? 16s, okay. Now this is something in 16s you could possibly use. Who runs pick and rolls? Okay.
All day.
Yeah, all day, exactly. Okay, so this is really more aligned for 16, 18s, 20. Okay, 14, I know it's a lot of penetration, but we'll get still similar concepts, isn't it? One-on-one, contain your man. Where's the help coming from? And that's what we're going to build up very soon here. Go back to your normal spots here. Quick, let's go. Who's offense, who's defense? Start a little lower. Now, dribble handoff. Okay, so what do we do? If someone's doing a dribble handoff, you don't want them just to go direct to the person here. The more you can put pressure on them, the better it is. Okay, now if I'm doing she's dribble handoff to you, we call this blow it up. You got to blow it up. Okay, but it's still back foot denial. So I'm guarding. So you're dribbling at me, and I see you come. Stay a little bit lower. You're just going to dribble at me. Keep going. So I stay there. Stay back a little bit. Okay. So I see she starts dribbling. Okay, and I'm going to just blow it up. So you're dribbling at me. Come here. I'm blowing it up. It's like back foot denial. You can come off it. I'm just blowing it up now. This is a blow up. She can't catch the ball. She can't do anything. And I've got pressure here. You can't have it. So off here, you can hop in there. I'm here. So that's trying to reverse the start of the play. Blowing up. Come here. Boom. Blowing up. We've already beat it, but it's back foot denial. Okay. She can't lead you up and get up. So start a little lower. So you'll come in here. Good. Okay. Here. Okay. So arm bars on. Back foot denial because we don't want to give them back cuts. Okay. Let's try that real quick. Let's go. Good. Very good. There you go. Good. Next grip. They're dribbling at you. Good. Go. Blow it up. Good girl. Next grip. Go the other side. Good. You got to get real more physical. Okay. We've got to have a physical presence. Okay. Be disruptive. Good. Not bad. Good job. And then if they pick it up, last one. Good. Go. Blow it up. Good. Nice. Okay, someone's dribbling at you. It can be really disruptive, taking them out of what they want to do. Okay, pressure defense. Okay, we good with that? Is everyone okay? Now let's start the ball over here. Offense and defense. Okay? Offense and defense here. So like on a reversal. Okay, so start a little lower. Now we build it up. We're always building it up. Okay? So at the start of the offense, we're always, I call pack defense, but we don't do that until if they reverse it, then we're in pack. Because at the start, what are they trying to do is move the ball. So I'm trying to be disruptive with the denial. So let's just say you're here, so you want to pass it. Yeah, of course I'm denying it. So let's just say you're going to get open now. I'm denying it, she gets open. Okay, I'm pressuring it. And now you're going to look to pass over there. So what are you in? Back foot to no. I want you on the reversal in the first action, blow it up. Because they're trying. Now, once we're into the movement, you're going to see now, we're into it. So you're going to pass it, you're going to get open, blow it up. Let's just say you catch it. Okay? Who's defense here? Can someone go defense? Okay? You're going to go set a pick and roll. Now, this is the most important thing now. I'm you. Now, when the ball, the coaches teach you, I know this. What do you do when the ball's passed? Jump to the ball. Is that what you do? Jump to the ball. Okay, we're going to shrink it. So you can staying up there. The ball's passed again. Jump to the ball. You go set a screen. Now, this is pack defense. You stay there. Now, stop. Pick and roll defense. Up to touch. Fight over. Now, hold it there. I'm here. Now, this is what we call gap defense. Balls, I have hands and arms in passing lanes. So if that's a great shooter, I have to have a shallow triangle. Okay? So you're coming off. We get it. What I do, I'm inside. This is important. To outside. So she comes off. I stunt, and then I recover. Okay? Because now, even if she went downhill here, it's if I've gone back, I've stunted. Now you have to do your job to stay in place. Okay? We got that? So once we do that, you come off the pick and roll. You roll. Okay? Come off the pick and roll. Don't know anyone's name. I recover, pass it. What do I do on a pass? Back to the basket. Respace to where, come and set another screen. What are you going to say?
Screen coming.
Screen coming. So which means you're setting a screen. I get up and in. You're up to touch. A little bit more. Show your number. Show, go and go. You're in the spot. So I come up. I go over. Go back. You roll. Early help. Early recovery. And then we're going to stop. Oh, we got that? Okay, let's try that. Here we go. Now we're building up. We talk about the gap defense, okay? I want to shrink the floor as much as we can, but being disruptive. So let's go slow at the start. Say, remember, deny, but then let her have it. Good, deny. Good. Okay, deny. Good. Now go set a pick and roll. Get up here. Okay, go a little slower. Go a little slower, please, hon. We're going to teach it first. Little slow. You stay there. Now you're here. Now this is not gap. Because what do I do if I stunt and she comes off and I stun here? I've created separation already, haven't I? Look at the gap now. But if I'm already here, if I'm disciplined, defense is about discipline, and you set a pick and roll here and you're up to touch, a little bit more up to touch, okay? She comes off. Even if we get hit a little bit, you roll hard because we could be more aggressive, but she's a great player. Up to touch, get back. Don't let her roll behind you. Okay? But I early help and early recovery. Now I'm going to get hands and arms in passing lanes, pass it. And then I'm here, pressure. Who have I got? Another screen comes, reset, hop back in. Okay, screen. Get over, early help, now get back. Now if I'm in plays, you recover quicker. Okay? Because if I can keep her out of the paint, I've done my job. Okay, you got it? Let's try that. Go slow, please. Good. So deny, she gets it. Good. Get in here. Very good. Pink, get back. Good. Now, see what you did? You got to wait till she comes off, though. Okay, you're here. You're like, remember, we're always moving on defense here. So she comes off, early help. And then if she sees me help, if I help to the ball, what do they see? I've got to pass it. Because in basketball, what are we trying to do? It's to draw two and move the ball. Create advantages. Okay? But if I'm coming off, it's early help. And then maybe I could get hands and arms in passing lanes. But if I catch it here, I'm square stance, knowing that someone should be in the corner, shouldn't they? So we'd stunt the stunner. I'm the stunter. And then the stunner would be the person behind. Okay, let's do that again. That was good. Let's go. Yep. Good girl. Stunt, now recover. Good girl. Come and set another screen. Good. Stunt, recover. Very good. Next group. Good job. You got the concept okay there. Now, what's the most important thing on defense to be great? Stop, hold it. Anyone have a quick... What did you say? She said talk. Well done. Talk! You got to talk. That's how you can be disruptive too. It's not just physical presence. It's use your voice. Use your voice. And everybody, screen's coming. You got help. You got help. Okay, ball. I've got the ball. Okay, here we go. Talk. Ball. Good. Pass it. Look, wait for it. Set a screen. Good. Up to touch. Get back. Start. Good girl. Good. Now come. You space out. Screener, come. Get up here. Good. Come over. Let it make. Good. Come and use the screen. Come off this way. Good. What are you going to do?
I got your help.
Get back. Good girl. Yes. Well done. Good job. Okay. Well done. Next group. Good. Ball. Use your hands. Hand pressure. Get back. Early help. Early recovery. Good. Nice. Get in the set. Stunt. Recover. Yeah. Very good. Good job. Here we go. Next group. Last one here. There you go. Good ball. Good talk. I like it. Nice. Good. Start. Recover. Nice. Go center screen. Oh, yeah. Not bad. Now you helped a little too long. Because if you're that good, if you helped as a post defender, and this is important in pick and rolls. Let's just say you have the ball, guard her. Come and set a screen, please. As a post defender, we want to protect the paint. Okay, unless this is just a soft edge, great player. Okay, we know you're getting over. So I'm up to touch. Now we're a little too flat here, but you're coming off, and I may be flat sometimes. She comes off. I can't go 1, 2, roll. It's too much separation. Too easy. Okay, now another thing, we have to use more hand pressure coming off. Okay, especially if it's quick, you're using short or high, that's deflection. So we have a screen here, up to touch, help. I'm already going back. So it's more like I'm up to touch. It's 1, 2 little ones, I'm back. Okay, because now it's her help. So I get really mad if someone drives down here and she's outside and we just go and get a layup. Because what happens at the last minute? I rotate up, we get a layup. Okay, but we have another concept if there's separation, if it's tight, a veer switch, and that's going to a whole nother level now. Okay, where we could veer switch the little guard onto the big and be really aggressive. Okay, one more time here, let's go. Good. Talk, pressure, get open, get in the mid-side, go set a screen. Screen, get over. Get back. Good girl. Good. Come again. Space out. Get in the spot. Good. Oh, good. Now, not bad. You want to play hard, but what did she do wrong there? Nothing wrong. Bad. You stayed too long. Remember? You stayed too long, and the ball's coming off. I stunt, and then I recover. But you never stunt and stop, because now we've created 2-on-1s, haven't we? Scrambled defense. Stunt, recover. So it's really, defense, you can't stop. You're always on the go. So early help here, you got the ball, good ball. Okay, most important here. Screen's coming. Okay, I'm here. I'm over. Get back. Everyone's got to be talking. It's tiring. Okay, to be a great defensive team, everybody has to be engaged. Hey, good job though. Okay, well done. Okay, let's keep building it up now. Let's keep building this up a little bit here. I'm going to do a 3. Can I have point guard here? Here, let's go guards here. Some guards here. Some guards down here, please. This group over here. Groups up there. Good job. Balls here. Okay. And I'm sure some of you run this, like maybe we're in transition, we're flowing, and we run a dribble handoff with a screen. Okay, so now we're going to work on that. So you're going to do a dribble handoff with the screen. Now, you dribble. Now, I'm putting pressure on her. Usually she texts me here and goes, what are you going to do? If there's a dribble handoff? Blow it up. But don't let it go back door. It's back foot denial, blow up. So I'm pressuring, okay? I'm pressuring. Yes, of course we can switch, but I'm teaching you aggressive defense here. Yes, we could switch. But right now we're going to be blowing it up. But let's just say you get over. She gets it though. That's fine.
Then you stay over there, get to the corner. You're coming into a pick and roll. Up to touch. Remember, don't let her just run A to B. You got it. Someone's got it. We just got it. Just slow them down. Slows them down, okay? Up to touch. The screen's coming here. Remember, you're fighting over. Screen. You're coming over. I show. Roll hard. Now I'm teaching you behind the ball. The high tag. We call this high tag. Who was the, I was the defender. Okay, can we go back to this pick and roll here? Can we go back there? Good job. So you're going to set a pick and roll and stretch it out. Now, the key thing is, this is not me now, isn't it? We're 5 players on, I can't just guard her because now it's a pick and roll action. So you're coming up. I'm always ball you, man. Okay? I'm always in the gaps. So you're coming off. Up to touch. She rolls. Stop. Go slow. This is where we bump it, so you're coming back. I'm going to help you a little bit. We're getting over. You fill behind. This is our push and pull concept offensively. Because if she's going to roll into this space, this player shouldn't hide in the corner. Because now you're on the same level. Okay? That's why you see a lot of the great teams, this throwback is always open because this person wants to help that one, the post player. Okay? So the concept is, so hop in the pick and roll again. I'm high tagging it, so you're going to fill behind. I'm high tagging it, come off. I bump, but I don't bump here. I bump, I tag, so high tag. And then even if you roll hard, you got a 3/4 front, you know what that is. Throw it back. Good, I'm here, no 3. Don't want to take a 3 here. She can't drive. And we want a 3/4 front as much as we can. So if she's on the block here, we're into it like this. Because now we could have a weak side anyway. But let's just say the ball comes in. Okay? She's got it. Now, what are our rules here? Usually, some teams love to bring someone a trap from baseline. What I do, especially like here, I take away baseline. I have the help come from here. Unless I'm on full front, we bring low help. If she catches it, she's off the block, we're 3/4 to, I'm not going to let them beat me baseline. Okay? I'm not going to let them beat me baseline. But once you pass it, what do you do in basketball? You don't stand, do you? Okay, so you're spaced over there. If you pass it, you guys might screen now or exchange, and you're coming over. Okay? And now dribble up. We call this grenade. Okay? And this is one of the best, hardest things to do in the game. Offensively, if you want it, this is an offensive concept if you do this. Because what's the continuation? Okay, but defensively, you got to blow it up. It's a dribble handoff, isn't it? Okay, blow it up. But if she gets it and you're still up to touch, nothing changes, up to touch. But the most important thing, do I keep, going here? Low man's going to be there, okay? So you're getting over and I'm guarding you as back there. I still have to high tag a little bit, but knowing low man would be my help. You got it? Let's try that. Go really slow. Okay, dribble handoff. Someone guard her. So dribble handoff, but give it to her, blow it up. Good, come off it, blow it up. Good, slow down. Good, throw it back. Oh, good. You helped. See, you went to bump her. You just high tag her. So she's rolling. I just high tag her. I just give her a little bit of a tag. Okay, because on the flight of the ball, most important thing is I want to make sure I'm pressuring so it allows her to 3/4 front to not allow an easy pass. But the ball goes in, play out of it, okay? Try that. Here we go. Do it again. You're doing great. You're doing really good. Okay, dribble at her. Good, blow up. Give it to her. Come off it. Roll. Throw back. Good. Pass it in. Okay, move. Dribble at her. Oh, now you roll. You have to roll. You're a post player, unless you're going to shoot the 3 for the sake of the drill. And you see that, like the bloke. See, what did you do? So the screen come, you got to either shoot the gap and then get into her. Okay, unless it's a non-shooting player, you can go under. Okay, obviously with playing it. Next group, let's go. Dribble handoff. Here. Dribble handoff. Blow it up. Oh, good. Come back in a little bit more here. So when you drive, I'm dribbling at you. So if I'm like this, I'm dribbling down the court, okay, because you're staying in the corner. I may get a drag. We call this a drag, the screener. or I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to take you on, and then I'm going to start driving. As soon as I start driving, you get into her back foot, okay? And now I may still give it to her, and I am. Now you get to the corner. Screener, come and set a screen. Get to the corner. Okay, good. Up to touch. Roll hard. Good. Touch. Throw back. Ball. Good. Pass it in. Okay, move. See ball get through. Dribble up. Sorry. You're going to catch the ball. We call this a grenade, and it's just I'm trying to put some offensive concepts in too. So she comes up. There's nothing here. They split action. Dribble up. You just dribble up to this person. Okay, and she was coming off this way. Okay, and then we play it out of that. Okay, do it again. Let's go. Good. Dribble handoff. Good. Blow up. Give it to her. Pick and roll. Good. Throw behind. Got to get open. Good. Don't go too deep. Good. Pass it in. Exchange. Dribble up to her. Good. Oh, you still got to guard her. Okay, so once she gets in, that's the hardest thing. Because she's dribbling, you can't leave the ball, can you? So you have to find a way, what's the biggest route? And then rolling. Okay, good. Next group, last one. I want to move through this. Just showing you concepts. Okay, little nuances that we run. All the different movement. Okay, dribble handoff. Blow it up. Didn't blow it up. You know what? Blow it up. Be physical. As soon as she's down here, as soon as you can be here, and she starts dribbling at you, boom, you find her. Okay, go. Go, get in. Good, pick and roll. Okay, get over. You can't go under the screen. Throw it back, roll, post player. Give it in, split movement, dribble up. Fighting over. Good, now you got to fight over. It's tough, isn't it? All the movements, but you got to be physical. You got to be physical. Now, the more pressure you can put on it, great. But this is one of the hardest things to guard offensively, because continual movement. Okay, but good job. Did good a job. Everyone okay? Any questions? Should have asked that a little earlier. But did everyone understand what I'm trying to get to? Building it up. Always start building it up. We do this and start a training camp. We build it up. It's just all habits. We're building habits. We're trying to teach them in how we want to do it. Okay, now it's not always going to be perfect. But as long as we take our, what do we want to give up? We don't want to give up this. We don't want to give up threes. We're playing physical. Okay, so that's important. Knowing, and that may be different to what you want to give up. Okay, that's just what we do. Okay, next thing here, real quick here. I'm going to get into this because I think this is really good for even kids, different lower levels. Offense, defense in the corner. Ball up high. Post player here. Post offense, defense. A guard up here. Offense, defense. And make sure you're getting into, ladies. Okay. Now, you're going to guard her. Now, it's like, let's say this could be a horns, a high slot pick and roll. Okay, so this could be a pick and roll. Remember, you hear a pick and roll, what do? So the screen coming, you can't let her not use the screen. You always want to push to the action. This is where the help is. So what are you? Always up to touch. Up to touch. So you'll hear me repeat the same words, up to touch. We're not like the NBA. We don't go in a deep drop. Okay? Because, we don't need to. We can be more aggressive and physical. Okay, we don't have all those speedy guards here. So you're always up to touch. Now, you may be up to touch here just like this, showing your number. Okay, now, you've got to force her here. You can't let her reject her. So if I'm guarding the ball here, I know the screen's here. I'm already forcing her to the screen. My concept of one-on-one defense back to the basket changes because now I've got to push to where the help is. Okay, this is where the help is. So I'm pushing it. I'm coming over. So that's that. You're going to go very slow there. Now, off the ball, okay? Always ball, you, man. Shallow triangles. We never want to help to the basket. Why? I mean, it's obvious. Because I've created too much space for the shooter. I never want to give a three on a strong side penetration. That's the worst shot you can give for me, unless that's a non-shooter. Okay, and there's not many non-shooters in the WNBA. Okay, so the key thing is you're going to go set a screen. So just go slow, go up to touch, push the screen. I'm in this position here. Okay, so you're coming off it. Okay, good. I early help, stunt, and then I get back. Now, if she drives it would be the low man's help, not my help. Everyone got that? Now, what I want to just show you now, we call this a peel. Okay, I talked about veer, and I think that's probably going to a whole nother level, but peel, because sometimes you're going to get a hit on a screen, aren't you? Where's the next help coming from? Let's go back there. Set a screen. You're up to touch here. Now, you're going to just go slow for me because we're going to play it here. Come on off, hun. Okay, you set slow, you're a bit fast. She sets the screen here, but she's a great player. She starts rolling out. She is kind of behind. Anytime we see this person's not back in play and she's driving, take it. Peel. This is a peel. We peel off. Because what's our goal? To stop the ball. The ball's the most important thing in basketball. Okay, someone's got to stop the ball, just like Trans D. Stop the ball. Stop the ball, and then you're closing out. Because the only pass they want, you usually get a lot of steals if you keep doing that. Okay, so you're going to practice that. So you're going to get hit. You're going to get behind her. You're going to drive hard. You're going to come early. Okay, and then you're going to take to the corner. You ready? Here we go.
Go fast.
You just go. Okay, set a screen. Get hit. Get back. Good. Good. Not bad. Now, the only time you're doing, how's it driven? Come back again. I'm driving here. It goes really slow. You're too fast for me. I get hit. You go back. She's a great player. You've done your job. Because she kind of holds me a little bit. You know, dribble holds. They get me behind. Okay. And she drives and I'm behind the ball, that's your trigger to go. Now, would you go behind? Come back up here, please. You're in ball, you man. A little bit more there. A little bit more closer. Come and set a screen. This is a great screen. Go slow. I'm here, and I'm kind of here. Is this a peel? No. Stunt and recover. Now, you stunt, and they'll recover. Don't give it 3. If she keeps coming downhill, am I in play? I am in play. But this is what we don't want to do when if she's dribbling, I'm in play, you don't help me, because I'm really in play. Okay? And if she's dribbling baseline, we have this rule. Stay in play, stay at home, because what's the only shot what's the only 2 passes really they can give? It's the 3 in the corner, and we call that, you'd roll here. The slot cut this is a kill cut. We call this a kill cut. That person here, not behind the ball. Okay, so what people do, someone's driving, they're in plays, and we help and we create offense. Because now we're in scramble, aren't we? Okay, but if she got beat, if it's not a peel cut, I would be the helper. And then it would be help the helper and everyone scramble out. Okay, so let's just do some peels. Okay, you guys offensively got to sell it. Okay?
Where do you want me to roll to?
You just roll here and hang out here. Okay? Okay, here we go. Screen. Get hit. Get beat. Good. Perfect. Next group. Let's go. Now, the person guarding the guard, who's the guard up here? Some more guards up here. If you want to turn. The ball's up here. Hey, come on. Stay up here. Good. You got it? Now go for a slow. She's going to set a screen. Okay? So you remember, what do? You don't let me go here. Okay? You push to the screen. Get down lower. Okay? You're getting over. You're up to touch. Get back. Okay? But then I'm going here. She's behind me. Try and stay behind me, hon. Because we're peel cutting. So you get hit. We set a good screen. Okay? You go back. I'm here. You got it. Because now you're behind me. You got to get to the corner now. Okay? Because now she's behind. You got to get out. Okay? Let's do that. Let's go. Go slow, hon. Screen.
Screen coming.
Good. Go. Get to the corner. Nice. There you go. And everyone just jumps to the ball. Next group. Real easy, okay? Just protect it. Last one. See, what'd you do? She was in place, didn't she? You just stunt recover. Okay? Try and get behind her. Yeah. Get hit, but that was good though. I liked it. Yeah! Oh! Now you got to go. Okay? But see, go back again. Go back again. Remember, you've got to coach yourself out there. You see your positioning, and this is new for you. So this is a learning, isn't it? But remember, ball, set a screen. Look how flat you are. Remember? Your help, where are you? to the basket. You got to be ball you man, okay? You don't want to lose sight of your man because you don't need to go like this, do you? I can see both, okay? Coming off. Okay, good. If she stays in place, I just stunt and recover. If you get beat, I'm running, scrambling out. And usually you know because there's separation. Okay, do it one more time. Stay here. Good, go. Nice. There you go. That's not your ball now, it's hers. You take that one. Does everyone understand that? It's a way to, you're going to get beat. So where's the help coming from? That's a peel cut.
So with that, so you're teaching what happens when they get behind the ball?
Correct.
Actually, you're trying to get them to contain.
Yes.
But if it happens, then they recognise that the
Exactly. So we want to keep them in front. We don't want to do it, but the ball's the most important thing. And it'll happen a lot when a little higher screen, there's more space. You'll see it when it happens because they're coming so fast that you just got to go and this person's just got to sprint through. Okay, and then obviously the weak side defense is there. So,
what would the players say on the court like to help them?
peel. But it's an automatic for us. Like these are all automatics because we do them at a high level. Like we just know they're beat. Stop the ball. Okay, stop the ball. We've got rules of like what do we want to give up and what do we don't. We don't want to. Corner threes are money. This is a great shot. We don't want to give up that. Okay, so that's just a peel to keep teams in front. Okay.
And the other question about stunting, that some of our juniors, they tend to compete with each other. So if one player stunts and they think it's help, and then they'll sag off it, it ends up in easy buckets. So with kind of lower level under 12s, under 14s, how would you coach that?
Yeah, look, I would do a lot of shell, to be quite honest. And I didn't do that because I know that's what everyone kind of does. You just got to keep drilling it in. Like the stance, like on the shell, and it's how do we shrink the floor? That's the most important thing. Because what do we want to do? Close gaps. But don't lose sight of your man. And that's why I say it's more like the ball's over there. You've got the ball there. Let's play defense. Let's hop over there. Okay, a little higher up. It's your job to contain one-on-one. You know, then that's why I put the peel in. Because it will happen. You'll get beat, but it's usually in a pick and roll. Or a speedy guard down the court and the defender's already behind. So now we've got to rotate up, okay? You don't really want to do it when it's slow because then that's an easy shot if they're too far behind, okay? So, but if I'm here, it's all this stunting. It's more, you got to be active. So you're dribbling. If you're dribbling, I stunt and then get back. It's her job now because now usually we'd have a low split down here, wouldn't we? Okay? So if you get beat here, so let's just say I stunted and recovered, but you get beat, but she's still in place. You got to play. We will go, well, I'm never going to stun up the lane because I'm going to open up this one. This is the slowest one for the helper. Unless if we go and we know she's out of play, we would rotate early here and then it's the helper. You got to drill it in. It's like habits. But the most important thing, contain the ball. Especially in the young ages, what's their least effective thing that they can do? Shoot. Oh my God, maybe not you guys, but because they're still growing, you know, the strength, they're trying to shoot. That's the least, probably the effective shot. But what's the most effective? Rim. So protect the rim. So don't be so aggressive on the ball that you create offense. Get in the gaps. So, and you just, you know, playing it. Well, okay, she doesn't want to shoot it. She's all the way up there. Now, when she gets closer, you know, it's just stunning. Stay in place. But if you get beat, protect it. But knowing the worst thing you could do, obviously, if you drove baseline and I'm over here, I would start here, but then I'd go stunt. I'm going, we do this. We take away corner threes. Okay? But, because if you're in place, and sometimes we might want to, you know, depend on, like, this is a post player on a guard. Oh, definitely do that. Because how is that person? She's smaller, isn't she? If I'm in place, as long as I have verticality, because what do we get in here? They're going to drive, we want to block in here. Just verticality. You know, we're just like, just jump up in the air. Don't jump here. That's a foul. Okay? Even in our league, I didn't foul him. No, you did. But it's the hardest thing is the verticality. We've got to work on our six-pack. Oh, I don't have one, but in that, so you can just contest up here, okay, as high as you can, okay? And if you do get beat, you got to be in scramble. And it's just rotation, but in the younger ones, protect the paint. Shrink, I'd be shrinking it in and just closing the gaps as much as we can. Okay, great question though. Any other questions before I'm just going to go build up to 4-on-4 now. Okay, ladies, you good?
Yep.
You're doing great, okay? Let's get into a pick and roll here. Guard, offense, defense, guard, post players, offense, defense, post players, offense, defense. I call this the weak slot. That's the strong slot. Okay, another guard, offense, defense in the corner. So 4-on-4. Post player here. Good. You're going to be in this weak slot. Okay. You're in the corner. Okay. Now, let's just say you're back. Everyone else a little bit here. Let's just say, actually, yeah, no, that's good. We're going to set a screen. So you're going to go and set a screen. We know, remember, we're always physical. Now you're guarding it. Screen's coming, screen's coming. What are you going to do? Change your angle. Get up into her hip. Okay, now can you go a little closer to the 3-point line? Because we're more up to touch. I'm up to touch. Now you're going to come off. We're going to go slow. You're positioning. Now you're a post player. She's spaced up there. You're here. Okay, ball you man. Now, where are you? You're up here. So you can't stand behind your man. Everyone's a part of defense here. So unless we're saying this is that, because there's a pick and roll, we're in pack defense already. Okay, so she's here. So what I do, I shrink the floor against the next person. Okay, because I'm going to stun up. Okay, and then we never try and allow them to get back door here. So you're coming off, you're in spot, so a little higher there here. Early help, early recovery. Okay, dribble off, early help, early recovery, get back. Sorry, here. When I say early help, get back here. She comes off it. Can you go back again, please? Go back again, side pick and roll. Set a screen, get up to touch, go slow, really slow, like, keep dribbling, early help, early recovery, pass it, okay, good. Now, this person here, so you guard that now, so can you go back to that part right there, go back again, dribble in it, start again, I'm going to be your spot, okay, hop out. Okay, good, set a screen, slow, okay, help behind the ball, good, stunt, recover, pass, okay, stunt, recover, and now I'm into back foot denial, aren't I? Now I got to go get her, okay? Sorry, that would be too physical. Okay, so being physical. Now when you get it, you've got to put adequate pressure without getting beat. But what do? What do most post players do? They catch the ball and they go like this, which means what? Pressure me. I can't go anywhere. Now if I do this, get off me, give me space. If I do this, get up into me. Okay? Okay, because now, and then if you're pressuring me here, which means I can't do anything, then I start dribbling, what are you going to do? Blow it up. Good, now slow down. Good, we got it. Now you would respace, wouldn't you? Every time you pass, you always respace. You've got to create advantages offensively. Defensively, now just because she respaces, you don't. Okay, let's just say you're in the dunkers up there. Little different. This person in the corner would be the stunner. We'll get to it. I would be the helper. But it's early help. Come off a pick and roll now. Up to touch. Screen. Up to touch. Go back again. Slow. Make it slow. Remember, we're always up to touch. This doesn't help us. You don't do anything. Okay? Up to touch. Okay? You show it a little bit. Now you roll. You get back. I stunt. Okay? But go back again. You want to try and attack me here. You're always trying, if there's a nail here offensively, your goal is to try and draw me. Okay, my job. So go back again, please. I'm going to take your spot, hon. So you come in, go set a screen up to touch. Slow, stunt, I get back, pass it. Say hi. Pass it, and now we have another screen coming up. Okay? So this is like a step up, isn't it? So on a step up, still up to touch, we say it's more like this, a corral. Okay? Unless we're in a hard hedge, we'd do this. Okay, being aggressive, but we can corral. Now, in step-ups are good because now you respace, because once you pass, you always respace. Let's say you're on the ball. You got to push to the screen. Okay, now you can stay space. A lot of teams now, not you. You. Now we're in high and low split. Okay, low split takes anyone below the foul line. High split. Okay, so you set a pick and roll here, and you're here, so you're coming off it. Now this is a corral, so you're fighting over it. I can corral here, because now what we taught on this 3-player high tag, so you would roll here, so you're filling behind, stay there, because we do fill. She's rolling, you would high tag her here, okay, and then if she's contained, you're getting back, aren't you? And she helps you until you get back, and she throws it back, and then on the catch, I should be here. Okay, you never want direct passes into here. Now she's back in, now you can slowly shift, ball you man, okay, stay in there, and then play. So can we get to that? So go slow, here we go. So I'm building up to positions on the ball, off the ball, movement. Everyone has to be on a string. Go slow, pick and roll, change your angle. Okay, start, recover, pass it, good, pressure, screen, up to touch, good, come off it, good, pass it, stop, good, stay there, respace, you can stay here. It's a step up, but now, so let's try to catch it over here. Now she's got to step up, remember the screen's there, you got to push to screens. Okay, so now you got to get slow, you high tag it, good girl. You come in and once you're back in front, you get back, you can get back. Okay, so we're all on a string. You got to do your job. Okay, so on this corral, I come off it. You got to get through a screen. If we get hit, we would switch it. Okay, but we won't do that yet. I'm going to confuse you. But come back here. I'm back in play. She's back in play. You leave the ball. But if she's not back in play, never leave the ball. Then it will most likely become a switch. We're net separation. Okay, but stop the ball or a trap, if you're depending how close. Okay, do it one more time. Go slow, and the next group's coming in. Go slow, up to touch. Start, recover. Good. Blow it up. Good, dribble at her. Come off it. Stay high, hun. Good, start, recover. Now, pick and roll, corral. You see your stance? Yeah, you got to push the screens. And now you guys can load it up, okay? Remember, flat, up to touch, come off it. Get back over, roll, tag it there. Remember, exactly. Now, you don't have, hardest pass would be that. Don't need to leave. Now, in the WNBA, we have a 3-second rule. So we either got to go and cleanse by touching, or we got to get like this. You'll see them do like this all the time, okay? But you can stay. FIBA rules, great, okay? So she's rolling down here. You can stay until they're back, because that's the hardest pass. Okay, next group, let's go. Good. Where's our stunt? Okay, we always got to be ready. Ball your man. We're never just playing one-on-one. So take your time. Remember, she's going to set a screen. Don't just let it pushing her out. Go slow. You're going slow. Okay, up to touch. You put your hand here. Up to touch. Stunt. Good. Stunt and recover. Good. Blow it up. Good. She gets it. Let it come off this way to the middle. Get up to touch. Get back. Okay, pass it. Step up. Corral. Good. You got to high tag it here. Okay, go a little slower there. Okay, so when you catch it, I want you to catch it here. Set a screen, you come off. This post player cuts through this elbow. You high tag. And then you give it to the low man, and the post player, you got to get back. Okay, do it one more time. Let's go. You're doing great. Oh, let me do this. Go slow. Up to touch. Good. Stunt. Now recover. Good. Slow down. Good. Roll. Good. Nice. Perfect. Okay, does everyone get that? Well done. Okay, but what's one thing you ladies should have done better? Thank you. Okay, do they talk much, coaches? Off the court? Yeah. Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. They feel uncomfortable, but we got to teach all these kids to talk. And sometimes it could be get up, get left, get right, talk, just talk. Anything. anything. It's disruptive and it builds trust. Because if I've got the ball here, you got help. If there's no talk, I'm like, oh, I don't know what I've got. Is anybody helping me? You know, talk, okay? Everyone's good there? Okay, you're doing great, really great. Okay, I'll put a 5-on-5 concept in here now too. Let's get the guard here, a guard, offense, defense here, post player in the middle, post player on the block, offense, defense, a guard over there. Okay, good. You're good. No, you're good, whatever, that's fine, okay? Have you been in? You good? Okay, now when we're in this is like a delay. In the pros they call it delay, reversal, swing action, okay? Because they want to move the ball. Let's just say we're dribbling up, we pass it. We always want to get in denial, but you don't want to foul and you don't want to give them back door, okay? So we pass it here. Okay, what do? Jump to the ball. Stay there. Okay, what are you going to do? Jump to the ball. Every time we pass, you better jump to the ball. Okay, now if they exchange, now see where you are now? What are you worried about? Now you should be, okay, you're going to come open, get open. Now they're going to, let's just say you're going to pass it, so denial, back foot denial, but then let her get the ball. Now hold it, stop, square up, come and set a screen. Now what does she do? When she sets a screen, remember, when we can, we try and be a little physical, but then we have to let them go. Now we should be low split, stay on the block. Okay, low split, I'm here, big. Okay, high split. Okay, middle. You should be in the middle. So you should be stunting up here if it's a soft hedge. Okay, if it's a hard hedge, she would be the helper here. Okay, soft hedge, she's a stunt the stunner. You got it? She can't be guarding the person in the corner because the corner person is the furthest person away. We don't care about that at the moment. Okay, so now we're in good position. Don't let them reject. Screen. What are you doing? Don't let them reject. Remember, if I'm like this, if someone was guarding me, ladies, like this, and a screen came, and I didn't do anything, what was the best action? Reject. You've got me. Okay, now obviously low split could be open, but great shooters can shoot that, or you help, I can dish it to that. Okay, and that's a high percentage shot. Screen's coming, remember, up here. There you go, okay? You don't want to, you push to the screen, push to the help. Okay, up to touch, remember, up to touch. And it could be like this, it doesn't always have to be here, it's just up to touch. Okay, you're coming off, so you hop here. Okay, you're a little higher here, you're in the good spot. Inside to outside, okay? Triangle behind the ball. Just like in the corral, the step up that I did. Triangle behind the ball, okay? Good, now we coming off, early help, early recovery, pass it. Okay, let's just say you're there. Good, let's just say this is a pick and roll that everyone runs. Stay in the corner. I'm big on corner on offense because it creates space. Okay, come and set a slot pick and roll. Good. Now, where are you gonna? Yeah, you gotta up to touch. You gotta show, and you don't want to be here. You're probably gonna be like this. Okay, high split, low split. Furthest pass, we leave it open. Now, in the NBA and the W, we work on that to exploit, but not at youth league. That's a tough pass for all of them. Okay, so you're there. Okay, screen here, ball you man. You never. Okay, good. Now coming off, help getting over, stunt, recover, and then we play. Now you would fill behind. We call this push and pull concept. You would high tag. Okay, if she catches it. Remember, closing out, back to the basket. Okay, she reverses it again, then we're playing. Now, the ball's here. You got to start getting into the gap. Or if I start dribbling, you can be in the gap. If I start dribbling, what are you going to do? Go get into her. Get into her body. Blow it up. Blow it up. Okay, if I'm dribbling at you, blow it up. Because now, and if you got to pressure me, remember, if I'm dribbling like this, pressure me. Because the more I can get in here, the higher percentage shot it will be. You got to blow it up. Being physical, but back foot. Okay, can we do that? Go slow. So this is full concept of pick and roll with pack defense. Here we go. Pass it, pick and roll. Good. Start, recover. Good. Slot. Good. Tag. Oh, see, where did you go? You don't need to get back. Okay? You stay in here. Okay? And if she's in plays, you've got to realize, like, when I want to go, because I could go rotate and someone else could scramble up. But we still got to stop the ball there. As a defender, you got to stay a little longer because she's your help. You got it? Yeah. She's your help. Because don't go, I'm worried about this man. You did a high tag. Good job. You're high tagging here. I've got the ball's coming off. I've got to stunt, recover. You've got to get through screens, though. The biggest thing, if you can't get through screens, and that's the hardest thing, we're going to be pretty tough. It's going to be a long night. You got to get through screens, and it's tough, okay, physical. Okay, let's do it again. So you got to stay a little longer, and then she rolls to help. Okay, here we go. Denial, pressure, jump to the ball. Good, good, start, recover. Good, good, get up, get over. Good, nice. Good, excellent, good job. Now, when you're coming in, though, you've got to be at the point of the screen. You're the defender here. So if she's coming up here, can you hold the ball? And this is a lot of pro teams run this, so you just remember your pace a little higher up. She's coming to set the screen. Go guard her, okay? Screen coming. I got to be up here, okay? And now, if she starts going east, down this way, I've got to get back because you're the stunt and recover. Just like we do it here. Now the stunt, but if she starts turning the corner, okay, let's just set a screen. She gets hit, starts turning the corner. I'm here, you're chasing it, okay, getting back, you're tagging it, but when she's back, then I can get in play because she's right here, okay? But you got to try and fight and get back in front. Okay, let's have some subs and one last time. Okay, here we go. Good. Deny. Give it to her. Get up. Inside. Start. Recover. Screen. Slide. Get up. Up. Go to the use. Push. Go off the screen. You got to push it to the screen. Start from there. Go. Go. Good. Good. Get back. Nice. Good job. Well done. Good. Good job. Well done, ladies. Okay. It's 8:20. I'll probably use the next 10 minutes. There's other things I could have done with off-board defense, but I think that's probably enough for today. Just building it up from the one-on-one and 5-on-5, just the concept. And I used pick and rolls because as you get older, I think a lot of you said, you have to be able to defend a pick and roll. And the better you can get at that, and by being disruptive and playing defense before the action. That's how you get really good. That's why we talk about blow up, being disruptive. Not let them, if you just let them pass it and run a pick and roll, it's tough to guard. But if you could deny it so they catch it out here, well, guess what? I could jam and under. I could just go under screens. I could drop and under. We can drop and under when we're further out. Because the more we can stay in plays, the better the defense, isn't it? Okay, the shot profile, okay, a good one-on-one. Don't give up threes, don't give up layups. Okay, and don't foul them. Verticality. Okay, is there any questions?
I've got a question, Sam.
Okay, here we go.
Do you blow up every dribble handoff, or do you selectively do it?
We selectively do it, but we try and do it more often than not. We try and bring a physicality, a presence to all the games where we can. But there's some, we scheme, I only did soft hedge today, but we have schemes for different players. This player's a switch, this player's a trap, this player's a soft hedge. And that's how advanced it gets, just by how do we be disruptive? Because it's, in the level that I have to coach in, the players are really good. But sometimes our foundation stays the same. The consistency stays the same. And it's the physicality. We try and blow up. We don't like, sometimes we'll have them switch, but if we've got our Leo Phoebe, she's our German 6'4" wing player, and Sabrina Ionescu, sometimes we're like, okay, sometimes switch, sometimes not, because we want to keep Leo, our best defender, on their best player. Okay, but then sometimes, yes, you can switch. Same size, we switch. And then playing, and it's more about
it's your scheming, knowing your personnel. So that varies. But we try and be as disruptive as we can.
And how about from a defensive point of view on the pick and roll? Is it easy to soft hedge with, say, a 43-year-old Lauren Jackson, or do you have to change things up for someone like her?
Yeah, look, and that's another thing. You go to what their capabilities are.
Yep.
Like Lauren, and Lauren actually this year, to her credit, she could hard hedge. But usually she was more like an up to touch soft hedge. And sometimes a drop. A drop is where we'd take a foot off, because you got to play to their strengths. Whereas if you got Alana Smith and Ezzy McBegor together, you could be way more aggressive, because now it's about your rotations behind the ball. Okay, and we've got Steph Talbot, we've got these big tough defenders, whereas at times we don't have a problem switching. In the WNBA, we switch a fair bit, because I have a 6'4" wing and I have a 6'2" man. And then we'd switch, maybe not always our big fives, depending on who the opponent was, but with our big wings, we would have a switching group every game. And it would be a 2-player switch, but then sometimes we'd do a 3-player switch. And I didn't get to that concept, but it took me a while to teach that with the Opals, but now it's automatic. It's when there's, especially on a step up, because we have rules. If there's separation, automatic switch. And then we don't want the little on a big, so we 3-player switch behind. So wherever the big player is or the bigger guard, they would bump out the little one. So we're just being creative in all layers. How can we be great? And then obviously I didn't talk about then rebounding. We really focus on that. 2 years, like last year, we weren't a great defensive rebounding team. This year, we were the best rebounding team. And we just made a few tweaks to our personnel. We got bigger, really. We got bigger and we could rebound the ball, because it is so critical, the blocking out phase, because I know it's really bad. Like coaches, we get so mad. Great defense, and then we give up an offensive rebound. You're like, no, you're killing me, because you wasted all the energy. So we work on that, and it's the problem for the WNBA. We only have a 15-day training camp to put everything in. So that's why continuity is great for us, because they're very complex. Sometimes we try and simplify it, but it's still complex. All the different layers, all the rules, and it takes time. So we use the first few games just to build, but knowing the personnel and knowing if we've got new players, we don't know them. We need to know what they're capable of doing as well too. But we plan for obviously their personnel, but also for our personnel as well.
How do you teach physicality? Okay, I teach under 16 boys, and they're like pussycats.
Yeah.
Get on the ball. So you talk about physicality and really get into it. What's the mentality that you bring as a coach to help them understand it's necessary and okay to be up in someone's face?
Yeah.
Sandy, can I just get you to repeat the question a little bit, just so the camera can hear it?
Oh, what was the question again?
How do you get more physical?
Playing physical.
Yeah. How do we get more physicality in our players? Look, and I think it's about some of the drills that you do. So there's no rules, there's no foul. Now, you still want them to be smart. It's just by how do you get their aggressiveness? Because some players are just not aggressive. So it's more like it's okay to be physical, and that means they don't like it. Yeah, the opponent doesn't like it. But when it's more, I get probably more louder, rah, rah, yeah, let's go, and let's go, we got it. And everyone's clapping, so everyone has to be engaged and rewarding that success. Because when they kind of, I did that pretty good then. And I can do it. Because some of them don't, they're scared. I always think, especially the younger ones, they're afraid of doing something wrong. And it's more like, no, we want you to be aggressive and then we'll take it off where we need it. But yeah, I think it's just creating drills that created a competitive nature. Yep.
How do you balance, obviously you have great rosters that you're dealing with, and this is more offensively. How do you balance, just letting them play versus your, scripted set, certain things that you're trying to attack?
Yep.
Sometimes I watch and I genuinely can't tell what's just a great read or a great play or something that you planned out.
Yeah, we have systems in place, like our movement, a lot, especially in the pros now. Like you talk about pace, we want to run. We're a great team in trans. when we were great rebounding teams, we want to run. So we teach details like we touch how many passer heads do we have, how many corner feels, because I'm always, if you don't catch the ball, you better get your butts to the corner. And some of them will go, is this corner? Like all the time, like get to the corner. Because in basketball, what are we doing offensively? We're trying to create space. That's the goal. How do we create advantages for each other? So look, we have there's a system in place, just like this defensive stuff here. There's reads, but we're always continuing. You've got to be really curious, and especially on that side of the ball and offensively. And because the trends change. Now it's more like, remember back in the day when I played, it was 3 out, 2 in. Now, 4 out. Now it's 5 out. Everyone can shoot threes. It's the versatility, but it's more movement. So, we've got actions like there's 3 people here. You can do this, this or that. So, and then we empower them to make decisions. Because in basketball, and that's where every year I'm always going, how do we put drills in place? It's always about decision making. How are they defending us? So what do we need to do? When is it? You talk about the kill cuts. This is a kill cut, the baseline penetration, but the slot cut. Okay, if there's a heavy nail, we're getting to the level. Whereas when should we early slot cut? Because now we've created space, don't we? Because now they're kind of looking here. You might get here. You've sucked this low man in that you can actually get a 3 behind it. So we we're getting rules and we're adding layers to it. Sometimes we'll cut this person if I'm the shooter. She cuts through. Now it's just penetrating, draw 2, find the open man. Because it's always about how do we draw 2, find the open man. How do we get paint to great, 2 feet in the paint to get a great shot and usually a 3. And we want to shoot a lot of 3s. We want to get to the rim too though. Okay, and good to great. We give up a good shot to get a great shot. So we track all that. Was it a good shot? Probably, maybe the next pass was a great shot. But then it's personnel. If that's Sabrina, you're like, oh yeah, okay. She can take a few extra shots. But our system, we want pace, and then we have flow, secondary. And then there's all rules about the spacing. Is it an overloaded side? How we moved out of it. And I showed you a little bit, the throwback. The different planes in basketball. You can't stand in the corner if the post player rolls. You've got to feel. How do we exploit it? The throwback to the pass in, to the grenade, the movement. It's constant movement. Okay, how do we, and then it's just scheming against every team defends differently. How do we beat that team with what is it, that style? So dead balls is usually when we call more plays. In flow, we have our system in place with our plays and they flow into it. And that was you saw that last play, I run that when it's a reversal. But there's all reads. A top lock here becomes into a Spanish pick and roll. If they blow it, we can if we don't want to go high pick and roll, we pinch it and we play high split. Everyone knows what that is. Pinch it, play with the high, or play strong side action and do a pinch and then play a screen and play out of it. It's a chess game. And who do you want to put in the action? Who do we want to exploit on the other team? Who's the weakest defenders? We always look at that as well.
Yeah, I've heard you mic'd up in a timeout a couple of times. You're like, if they do this and if they do that, if they do that, it's just like 20 different options. Yeah. Just basically saying go play.
Go play. It's more like make the read. Make the read. If we get that, go play. But see, we have time by the end of the playoffs, yeah. And always, my trap too, sometimes I need to simplify as well. As a coach, you do this, do that, and like I have smart players. But we drill it, like we break down at the start. And we go competitive when we build up our movement. But then we have practice guys in, and they're playing immediately. We could go, okay, it's 3-on-3, we're running that play. You take a shot, and then we're playing 2-on-2 just to create advantages. Draw and kick, push and pull. If I go here, someone should pull behind. Okay, if I dribble here, someone obviously should respace. We drill that, because in the end, it's more, the first action doesn't always get you the shot. It's to create the offenses. It's the movement out of the next actions. Okay, and now, like in the NBA, they just want to sit a high pick and roll, and let's just play out of that. And it's just just decision making.
With full court defense, like one-on-one, do you normally teach for defenders to forced to a sideline, or is it depending on the player they're playing on, or do you like to turn their defender? What's your preference?
Yeah, no, it varies. Because we added some more defensive players, if you watch this, Leo Phoebe, she was great. Kayla Thornton, I'd put my big dogs down and they were, if we could, in high tag. But whoever's a high tag and got the ball, we want to pressure them. We wanted to pressure them. You could do whatever you wanted. Just pressure them. And that may be changing them. But once it gets closer to the sideline, push to the sideline. Yeah, we want to shrink the floor. Once it gets in the half court, shrink the floor, because now we're plugging the holes. Remember, close the gaps. Weak side, leave them open.
Do we have one down here?
Oh, yeah. How long does it take to get players to consistently learn to box out?
Yeah. Hey, that's a good one. Yeah, and it's a great question, because we talk about, I have 15 days to prepare, and then we don't practice a lot in the season because we play so many games, and especially this year with the Olympics. And then you're like, okay, what do we want to prioritise? We're like, okay, we're going to prioritise. Oh my gosh, here we go. There's only so much, and sports science now, you got to, okay, it's a low day, it's a medium day, it's a high day. It's just so much you can do. But it is we track it. It's like deflections. We track things now. Okay, how many missed blockouts? Okay, you had 2 missed blockouts today, and you kind of hold them accountable by calling them out. You can put drills in. Sometimes, we'll put a drill in early in training camp, but sometimes we need that 5 minutes to work on something else. It's just bloody block out. It's not that hard, is it? But it is something. It's just oh God, I'm done. Block out. I hate it. And that's why we crack back a lot, because it gives us opportunities to get offensive rebounds. And that's extra possessions, because it's all about possession games, isn't it? So it just goes, once you get beat on a few times. I know with Tom Maher, he was great at this. We were too scared not to block out. Just put the fear in them. And I was like, I'm not going to be the one that's getting called out, block out. But, you just got to, I wish I knew the best answer to how to help you, but it's just block out. Have some physical presence. Have some big commitment to excellence. We're making this is a priority for us, so let's do it.
We've got one more down here.
Hi, Sandy. You covered and shown a lot of the defensive schemes and coverage tonight. We're all grassroots level domestic coaches. I just wanted to ask, what do you think are the basic fundamental defence, do you think, that we as coaches should, focus on, guiding our players to, when they get to, say, your level sort of thing? What do we need to coach and instill in the players?
Yeah, look, fundamentals. I talked about one-on-one. You have to be able to contain the ball. It's those little details, but how you're positioning off the ball. If you're talking about how can I help the person on the ball, because it's defense, it takes 5 people to be a great defensive team. It's not one and the next one, and when you catch it, how do we be disruptive, but how can we be a team? I always talk about this. If we're like this, they may make a shot, but we're going to make them feel uncomfortable. But I always think you're starting off in one-on-one, small games, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, and that's a great way for the offensive blocking out as well too, because you can't hide in small-sided games. Everyone has to be involved. But when you get the 5-on-5, there's less space if you do it properly defensively. But then I didn't even there's so many things. You're going to get beat. Where's the scramble coming from? It's constant movement. So it's more about one-on-one defense, but also closeout defense. That's so critical, because they get out of position, and it's about who you're guarding, my stance, my positioning, my hands, and then everyone shell drill. That's the big thing, because it's all about jump to the ball. Remember I said, every time you pass, you jump to the ball. Every time you pass it offensively, what shouldn't you do? The worst thing you can do in basketball is what? Stand. So you're either re-spacing to create space. So, so it's always just teaching the basics, and with repetition, because what's basketball? It's always a repetition. I'm sure everyone's seen everything I did today, but it's more at our level too. It's repetition and details. And obviously, when you got really great players, even extra details, and Because you're not going to be able to do, we want to run this, it's going to be perfect. No, it's not going to be perfect, but if we have a breakdown, what's the solution? So we're always planning ahead. But I think the fundamentals, the basics, the one-on-one containment, closeouts, shell drill, if you can hone in on them, especially at the lower ages, that's going to help them as they get better.
I'm really mindful of the time, everybody, because we've actually gone 6 minutes overtime, and there's a domestic game started 6 minutes ago. So I'm really thankful that we could push to get that through. Can I get everyone to put their hands together and thank the athletes for tonight? Round of applause for the guys who are coming on next. Thanks, guys, for letting us use your court. And last of all, really big thanks to Sandy. I could listen to her talk all day. I was really fortunate to hear her talk for an hour this afternoon. I think the way she communicates, how she was able to do everything without even taking a sip of water, her energy is amazing. And thanks so much for what you've done for us. And we hope to get you back again in the future. So let's give it up for Sandy.